This week, we bring you Kenny Burgamy's one-on-one with Upson County Cattleman Danny Bentley, a true pioneer in Georgia's beef industry. With a legacy that spans 6 generations, Danny has dedicated his life to the land and the cattle industry, evolving from crossbreeding Black Angus to becoming a key figure in the Cattlemen's Association. In this insightful conversation, he shares his views on the current state of beef production, the importance of quality assurance, and the changing demands of the public.
Danny, tell me about the herd that's behind us. What are we looking at?
Okay, we're primarily Black Angus. Started off in the 60s when I was showing calves and showing some steers and some heifers. We had Herefords back then, had some registered Herefords. Come out of the Army and decided that we needed to crossbreed, so we put some Black Angus bulls on our Hereford cows, and probably none of those left from the 60s. Maybe a few descendants out here. So that's where this herd come from. We had all those black white-faced calves that were bringing about $100 back then, more than straight bred. And so we just fell into love for us for Angus.
Your work with Cattleman's is legendary, really. You've done so much in the area of that. What is the status of where we are with beef and cattle today?
You know, obviously prices are great. I think, you know, I get all the publications, watch RFD and you guys all the time. I really believe that we're going to see at least 3 to 5 more years of this. I don't know about tariffs and things like that, how it's going to affect us, probably the crop folks more than we will be, but I really see that length, maybe even further.
What changed the dynamics with beef being so strong right now? What was the change, say, 5 years ago?
Well, probably the public demands more of us. That's what I see. And obviously we all are trying to raise the kind of beef, you know, the way the public expects us to, you know. Obviously we're BQA certified, so we believe in the Beef Quality Assurance Program. I think things like that, each breed, not just Angus, I think they're pretty close to the top in that leadership, but I believe all the major breeds have led in that direction to make it better.
The marketing efforts on beef, I see you got the cap, beef, it's what's for dinner. Did that make a real change in America in the way they perceive beef and the image of beef? Absolutely.
I'm trying to think, it started probably, I'm thinking 20 years ago maybe. You know, the race in Daytona. Oh boy, what a remarkable advertising tool that is for beef all over the world. Yeah, absolutely.
Your favorite beef? What's your favorite steak?
Ribeye. I love a ribeye. I don't know why. So I love it all, but obviously we put up our own too, along with what we were selling through the restaurant at the time.
This is a beautiful area here in Upson County. So give me the history.
Okay, so my family moved on this property in 1823, so that would be 6 or 7 generations. You know, my boys and kids would be the 6th, you know, and their children would be the 7th. So my grandmama and granddaddy moved in the house that we were looking at down here where the chimney is, on where all of my equipment, all my barns are. They moved in there in 1898. Had their first child there in 2 weeks, and then raised 7 children, including my dad, which was the 7th on this property, and we've been on it ever since. So it is a beautiful place, and that's why we try to take care of the land, the stewardship issues of it, you know. It makes it sustainable, yeah.
What's going to be your legacy? You're leaving a lot with your children who are very intimately involved in agriculture and agribusiness. What do you see this in 10, 15, 20 years?
I believe my children will stay on the farm, even the son-in-laws too. So I guess as far as the legacy was concerned, is that I leave this place better for them than it was for me coming up. I mean, my daddy left it good for me, but there was a lot of work to be done. We were no-tilling in the 60s when nobody else knew what no-tilling was. We were planting on the contour when nobody knew what it, thought about it. And so we've been pretty innovative all these years. Yeah, so that would be my legacy, is to leave it better than talking about farming.
Danny, thank you so much for your time. It's a great pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Pleasure talking to you.
Appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the nicest human beings you will ever meet. Great job, Kenny.